Yo, what's good? This is Chef David Olson with Live Fire Republic, and we've landed here in the mountaintops in the island of Poros, Greece. We're a few hours to the southwest of Athens here in the Mediterranean at Lycus Family Farm and Vineyards. And today, I'm gonna be introducing you to several of my very good friends, including Chef Trina of Copenhagen, Denmark. And together, we're preparing the most mouth-watering leg of rotisserie lamb all over live fire. I promise, you don't want to miss this. Let's go. So Chef, one of the things that I think is just totally incredible and so much different from the US, where we have these massive farms that produce one thing. We're here on a small family farm in the island of Poros here in Greece that produces literally everything they need to create sustainability for themselves and their families.
And we have everything we need for a cook. I mean, we have a rosemary, they do produce wine, as I said, olive trees. But I think we're in the completely right spot here.
That's right. I mean, we really do. We have enough wine being produced here at this farm to choke a donkey.
Yep.
Or several.
Yes.
We have all of the herbs we need. We have chickens off in the distance, of course, that we will hopefully get to know a bit more intimately, maybe in our cooks in later days ahead.
Yeah.
But what a beautiful place, right?
Definitely, it's stunning.
So what I think we should probably do next is let's let what we find here on the farm today dictate the cook. So I think we see plenty of rosemary, there's some herbs. I hear there's even almonds being produced here at the farm. And if we can maybe take home a jar of wine, I don't think anyone would be disappointed, would they?
I don't think they'll notice.
Well, let's get on. Let's start harvesting our herbs and whatever else we find, and we'll run from there.
Definitely.
Let's do it.
Do it.
On to the cook.
Good.
You know, in Greece, before we start working, we have to drink something.
You can't start the morning without several shots of ouzo. Like that's just, you drink it with your breakfast, pour it on your cereal. So we'll harvest some sprigs of the rosemary, oregano, sage, and lavender. And for the lamb rotisserie, maybe we do is we come up with a really cool type of like herb brush that we can use. So we'll go ahead, we'll cut out some herbs, we'll have a little bit of fun. And I think that we have some olives that we're gonna collect, already been harvested, obviously we're out of season, and then we'll grab some olive oil, and I think we'll have just about everything we need.
And I actually figured out that he has almonds. He's all right cracking the almonds out right now. So
he's cracking almonds for us right now.
Yeah, fresh almonds. So it's a fruit, right? So this is the outside. And when you dry it, it just, comes off.
Oh, so the exterior is that's kind of the fruit per se. Then you have the shell, and then the inside is really, that's where the gold is, right?
Yeah, so this is, fruit like everything else. And then we just have, the almonds is a huge seed. So that's where we're eating. So let's crack it up.
Let's do it. And I have this special axe murderer device, so I feel like it's just the most Greek almond chopping thing I've seen here. So
I'm going to put my safety glasses on.
Exactly. So we have the herb that we're both going to use for almost like a seasoning with the brush, right, as it's going. But then we can back in and maybe do some sort of cool oregano pesto with using the almonds. I like that idea.
Yeah.
What an awesome experience out at Lucky's farm today. It was so amazing. George taking us up to his friend's home. They had literally everything you could imagine there on the farm, right?
It's wonderful what we were able to get home, all this rosemary for the lamb.
I know, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We have way more herbs than we actually do proteins, and I thought we had a ton of proteins. So today we're gonna be doing leg of lamb on the rotisserie inside the Primo grill, entirely over live fire. So I know that's right up your alley and mine. But what do you think? Where do we start with this? I know we want to honor the local Greek traditions, but we also are going to tune this up a little bit our own way. Where do you think we start here?
I mean, I've heard from George that the tradition is that you will poke a lot of holes and you will seasoning and also use the herb inside.
We're gonna tune it up a little bit. That's exactly what we're gonna do. So here's where we're at with this. So we have these really cool legs of lamb. This is local lamb. They harvested just on mainland on the other side here of Poros. And we have this caul fat that they layer directly over the top. So we're gonna return the caul fat back to the lamb. We're just gonna roll this off, and then I think we just season it beautifully with the local olive oil. We have a bit of sea salt, we have some black pepper, and we have some minced garlic. So we'll start, remove the caul fat, poke in the holes with our paring knife, and then we'll get this seasoned up fairly liberally, and then we'll get it onto our skewer and then into the fire.
Yes.
What we're simply gonna do is just take a small knife, and we're just gonna poke little holes throughout,
Just gonna use this. Is that okay?
You're the guest, you fly in and you just bring a massive knife?
Sorry, I mean, it's, yeah.
Are you telling me size matters here with our knives?
No, not at all, not at all.
All right, here we go. So a big knife or a small little baby knife, and I'm just gonna go in, just drop a little bit of a hole. So this isn't quite scoring per se, but I'm just gonna make intermediary little pokes in, just like so. Twist the knife around, and that's the approach.
Yep.
Okay, like it?
Yes.
Okay. Now what we're gonna do, this is really gonna assist in driving in some of that seasoning, the olive oil. It's gonna assist in driving in the salt and the pepper. So that way we're not just seasoning the exterior, we're also seasoning the interior.
Yep.
Sound good?
Yes.
All right, yeah, let's go with the olive oil first. And now here's the cool part, is I think that what we do, just to really protect the proteins, because lamb is such a lean protein, I think we return that caul fat back to the lamb once it's all done.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be in great shape. There we go. And that's it. I'm gonna get a few more pokes here on this side. You know who Freddy Krueger is, or Jason?
Yeah, could you poke a bit over
Yes.
here as well? Yeah,
There we go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next is gonna be, salt. All right, you grab one, I'll grab the other.
Yes.
We'll just go in. There we go. That's a total tag team right there.
Want to switch?
There we go. In action. This is nice. This is actually like working in the kitchen, you know? We can be quick, get the seasoning done all at once. I like it. There we go.
Turn, yeah.
Flip.
Yep.
Done. Wipe my hands off on the local herbs.
That's maybe a bit too much salt.
Too much, you think?
Yeah,
You think
yeah.
that we overdid it on that one? Do you guys think George did that to us on purpose? He's like, let me give these guys a salt bottle that's totally opened. There, George, you see what I just did? Did you see I dumped the whole salt bottle directly out, like 100% of it all over the lamb? Let's jump in with the garlic. So, you like garlic?
I love it.
I do too.
I love it.
So I'm gonna add about a tablespoon or so on each side. I'm just gonna go all the way around with this. There we go. Love it.
Oh, wow.
There's never too much garlic in my opinion.
It's really nice.
But then we're gonna return back our caul fat
Oh, yeah.
to the leaner portion here of the meat. So we'll get this back on. This is gonna do two things. It's gonna protect that very lean protein, continue to keep the moistness inside the meat as it bastes through the course of the cook, but it's also gonna lock that seasoning down in directly on the surface of the lamb.
And we'll add a lot of extra fat as well, and fat is flavor.
Fat is flavor, that's right. So, all right, these bad boys are seasoned up perfectly. It's time to run the skewers through and let's get them over to the Primo on the fire. Our grill's just about to temperature. We're at 375 degrees and we're cooking over open, direct heat. And to me, that just feels so much more Greek than the indirect style of cooking. Today, what we're gonna do is we have some olive wood and we have a bit of rosemary.
Yeah.
So for our direct style of cook, we're really just gonna toss in the wood and the rosemary to help build some really cool essence. And there's nothing to me that says grease in Mediterranean cooking more than olive wood and rosemary?
No, and these are like big enough so they will slowly just, smoke it away, not too much.
Perfect. Okay, let's get them in directly into the pit, and we'll load up the skewer of, of lamb leg,
Yes.
and we'll be off and ready to go. This rosemary, our oregano, our lavender, and our sage, we've turned into almost a huge herbaceous basting brush.
Yes.
Now, if you hold on to this, I'll show you what I do to activate the oils inside of the herbs.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna come in here.
Oh.
And now when we come in, active oils at the ends of the rosemary. We've turned it up a whole nother notch now. We have about a half hour left on that cook. Every 5 to 10 minutes, we're just gonna hit it with that brush and totally build up that super gnarly flavor that we've definitely been looking for. We have the lamb roasting. We have about 20 minutes now to prepare the finishing sauce. And we're gonna go with a poros spin on pesto. So we're using the fresh herbs from the farm this morning. We have plenty of feta, parsley from the market in town, chopped garlic, almonds, olive oil, salt, and pepper. And then you're gonna fire up the Greek salad, right?
Yes, I'll start on that right away.
All right, chef, let's divide, conquer, and get people fed. Chef, what an awesome day together. From the farm this morning to the rotisserie and the live fire cook over the Primo here today. This lamb looks amazing. I think it's time to cut into it and see how we did.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's roll this bad boy in. Wow, look at the color on that crust. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, it's beautiful.
And that knife is just sliding right through. It's so tender. Look at this, I'm gonna fold it right over. Let's see how we did. Ready?
Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
Look how juicy
Yeah.
that is. You know, one of the things I just totally love about the Primo is how it holds that heat, and every single time these roasts just come out so darn amazing. Look at that.
It's juicy.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's the chef bite right there.
Yeah, it is.
Well, while I'm putting a carve on this, why don't we grab that herby feta pesto and just spoon this over. But those bites look incredible.
Oh.
There you go. Don't worry about being too judicious with it, but I will take extra if you have it, for sure. Okay, let's dig in and see how we did. Look at that.
It's really good.
It's juicy, it's tender. You totally get the essence though of that olive wood, the rosemary,
Yeah.
the feta, the salinity, but that herbiness really comes through, right?
And a little bit of a smoke also. It's perfect. It's really, really nice.
To me, this is the perfect cook for poros grease. Thank you so much for joining us out here today.
You're welcome.
We got a lot of people to feed. My friends, this has been leg of lamb rotisserie over the Primo ceramic grills in live fire. Stay hungry. If you loved this episode as much as we loved bringing you on the adventure, do a couple things for me. Smash that subscribe, hit the like, leave us a comment down below, and let us know about your very favorite time cooking in the backyard with family and friends. Be sure to send some love over to our friends at Primo Ceramic Grills. Drop a line to our friend Chef Trina Jones on Instagram. For all these recipes and more, get at us at livefirerepublic.com. Until then, time for talk is over. Let's eat.